And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Tim?
No, long time ago. Yeah. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we are here tonight. It's a Wednesday night. We're here at the UFC Gym for another edition of the UFC Gym Makeover. And I am sitting here with Claudia Castro. Claudia, say hello to our audience.
Hello, everyone.
Claudia, since a lot of people probably don't know you, but many do because you're on the Facebook page, why don't you give us a little history of yourself and how you came to be here at UFC?
I came to UFC driving by. I was actually taking my car to service at Scott Robinson, and I decided to stop. I'd always pass it by, and I'd be like, no, that gym's intimidating. No, there's only buff people in there. And so finally, I stopped by and came in and fell in love with it from the minute I walked in.
How long ago was that?
That was in March. So I've been a member since March, and I've been trying to kick butt since then.
What was your main reason for joining UFC as opposed to Bally's or LA Fitness?
Because I joined Bally's or Bally Fitness or Planet Fitness or whatever, and it was always really boring. My initial wanting to start going to a UFC was I did the San Diego Marathon for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society in honor of one of my friends that passed away from Hodgkin's lymphoma. And so I wanted to do it in honor of him, and I trained with Team in Training, and I felt like that just wasn't enough for me. That team, they're used to each other and they're at a different pace, and I felt like I was too slow. So I said, I need to get into a gym, I need to get with someone, and I need to go. And so I passed by and I decided to stop, and I trained for it. Was here from March. My marathon was in June 2nd, and I did the half marathon in 4 hours and 15 minutes.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was. For my first marathon, it was awesome.
I bet you were happy.
I was extremely tired but happy. Yes.
And I noticed that you look a little tired right now. What class did you just get done with?
I just finished kick-ass kickboxing with Tim. You have to take his class. He's insane. So insanity is a good thing here. So, you'll hate him for like 50 minutes, and then you'll be in love with the sweat that you poured out. And that's with everyone here, every class. So, yeah, kick-ass kickboxing.
And who would you say is your favorite trainer? I know you have a trainer, but who is your favorite? And he's probably going to listen to this.
Donnie, of course. I love Donnie. I mean, I think every trainer here is amazing. Just watching them, seeing the intensity that they give each person. It's not just about do push-ups, do this, do that. Like, they get really involved in your workout. They know you, I think, sometimes better than you know yourself. And Donnie has pushed me past the limits, and I never thought that I could do certain things that I'm doing now. Even each week or each workout with him is completely different, and he's amazing. Like, he is truly amazing. I can't put it in any other words.
And how often a week do you come here?
I'm here 5 to 6 times a week. 5 to 6 times a week. About an hour to 2 hours. So
every time?
Every time.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what kind of changes have you seen since March?
My arms are smaller. I've definitely lost some weight. Not as much as a lot of people think. A lot of people look at me and they go, oh my God, you look like you lost 20 pounds, 30 pounds. And I'm like, no, I haven't actually. But it's the type of training that you get here. They work every muscle. They work every part of your body. It's never just arms, just legs, just your stomach. It's everything. And so you're evenly shaping. You're building muscle evenly. and so it makes you look smaller. And it's okay that you're not losing 5 pounds a week. It's fine because you're not going to. And that's one thing that we have to learn. Like, I had to learn that getting on a scale every week was not going to make me happy.
No.
No, it doesn't. And that's what everyone thinks. You know, if I work out every day, 5 hours a day, and I eat right and this and that, I'm going to lose 10 pounds. No, it's not. So we have to learn to hate, you know, the scale, and love the mirror. Right. That's what I've learned. Love the mirror, hate the scale. Before we hate the mirror and love the scale, no. I think it's the other way around. So in the mirror, you see a lot of changes. On the scale, you probably won't. And you just can't get discouraged by that.
And your clothes fit different, I assume?
Yes, nothing fits. I've actually been I've never wore a dress until like, I think 2 months ago. No, last month. I finally bought a dress because I liked how it finally fit. And it fit like it should, and I didn't feel uncomfortable. I felt very positive about it, and I was ecstatic. So yeah, everything fits awesome and extremely loose, but loose is great.
Yeah, loose is great.
Yeah, loose is awesome.
Yeah, when you start getting loose in the butt, that's good.
Yeah.
So
I'm loose everywhere, but like I said, weight, I've lost, I think I get 16 pounds since March. But a lot of people think it's a whole lot more because of how I'm changing my body as far as muscle. I'm gaining muscle, you know, losing, you know, weight, or losing fat, gaining muscle. So.
And has your diet changed at all? And if so, how drastic?
It has. I didn't eat a lot, apparently. Apparently I wasn't eating a lot at all. I wasn't even coming close to a regular calorie count, and so that was very confusing. And now I'm like, I have to eat more? What do you mean I have to eat more? And so Johnny was like, yeah, you don't even come close to eating what you're supposed to. This is why you're not burning the fat. And when it comes down to the science, it's like, oh, well, no one ever told me that. So now I'm eating a whole lot more and losing weight, which is crazy because no one thinks that you can do that.
Right.
But yes, I'm eating a whole lot more, burning more fat, gaining more muscle, and so eating has changed a lot. At first it's tough. It's tough eating every 3 hours, but it's an adjustment.
And what does your food consist of? Are you cheeseburgers and fries or cauliflower and broccoli?
I hate cauliflower. I don't like it. I love vegetables. If I can live off hot wings and cheeseburgers, I would. Like, I love hot wings and cheeseburgers.
I know the feeling.
But it's a lot of, I obviously have my protein shakes, and I've incorporated that. A lot of less fried foods, more steamed, you know, vegetables, which I like vegetables, but, you know, some of us fry our vegetables or fry our fish or fry our chicken, but it's a lot more baking now and crock pots. So it's a lot, it's just moderating my dishes. So, and I like to cook, so it's easy for me to find a good recipe that's healthy that I can incorporate in my daily, and my family gets a healthy meals too. So,
nice.
Yeah.
And are you the only one in your family here at the UFC?
Yes, everyone else is scared to come. I don't know why. You know, they go, you work out too much, you're there every day, and I'm like, no, just 5 to 6 times a week.
Yeah.
But no, I've tried to get some of my family members to come, and I think they're intimidated just like I was. Very intimidated at the beginning, and I said, you just have to go. You have to try it. Whenever you're ready to try it, come with me. You know, look at everything. You'll see there's no one there that's going to stare at you from the minute you walk in, because that's how you feel sometimes. And, you know, just go, have fun, meet people that want to do the same thing you do, and you'll love it just like I do. So
I have to ask you, you mentioned people staring at you. I've been to the Bally's and that kind of thing. And let me see if you think about this as well. I find people at Bally's and gyms like that staring more than a place like this where you would kind of be intimidated with fighters walking around and everything. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, when I walked in and I saw the octagon, I was like, holy smokes. I don't know what I'm going to do in there. But when I went to Bally's and I went to Planet Fitness, and I didn't like it at all. I felt like everyone was staring at you, and it's like, I feel like at those places, if you're not fit, you don't belong. Right. And when you come here, it's like no one looks at you, and if they see you're doing good, you get high fives from the coaches. Everyone is very supportive. You know, even though you don't know them, you might not know their name, but you can see them and they'll high five you because they know you're doing a great job. They know you're putting your all into it, and so it's very motivating for everyone and keeps you coming. You know, it keeps you motivated, and then it helps your confidence level as well, because now you're not intimidated to walk in because that skinny person or that fit person's looking at you because you're big.
Right.
You're actually, you know, here next to that same person that's lifting, you're doing the same thing, only for a different motivation, you know, for your weight loss, and they're doing it to stay fit. You know, but we're all one and the same here.
Right.
You know, we're all here for a purpose, and it's fitness. It's not to judge each other.
Yeah.
So.
Now, I notice you post a lot on Facebook to the group, which is very cool. I have to ask, have you made some new friends since you started here?
Yes, I have. A lot of the instructors I've made friends with, and they're awesome. I love them all, and it's hard not to make friends. It's hard not to make friends when everyone's so nice and everyone's so supportive of what you do, and they see how much work you put into every hour, every minute. And so you know, like I've been told, you know, you're very motivating. Sometimes I don't feel like going to the gym, and then I see one of your posts and it makes me want to go. And, you know, you're inspiring, but they have to understand that just like I inspire them, you know, they inspire me to keep going. Because it could be that maybe if I give up, someone else will say, well, you know, she's smaller than I am, or I'm bigger, and if she can't do it, what makes me think I can't do it? So I think it's about motivating each other, and the posts not only help everyone else, but it also helps me. And I have people stop me all the time and say, you know, you're very motivating and inspiring, and I always say thank you, but, you know, I've always told them, I was like, I see you guys running around and doing stuff that I could have never done, and so that inspires me as well. So
kind of like a chain reaction.
Yeah, it is a chain reaction.
Yeah.
So
which is why I wanted to interview you.
Yes.
Everybody said you were inspiring, and I'm like, I got to get this woman on the microphone.
Yeah.
Tell your story.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, what was it like growing up? Were you physical? Were you just sedentary? What was it like? Because usually a lot of us change when we get to be older.
When I was younger, I was really thin, and as I grew up, I just got heavy. And I played soccer, and I was in ROTC, and so I was kind of active. But like a lot of us, we graduate from high school and go to college and eat while we study like crazy, and you know, drink like while we think we're studying. But I mean, that's how you get out of shape. And then, you know, I had type 2 diabetes, or yeah, I still have it. But 2 months after I joined, I went to my doctor, and I posted my doctor's email, as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah?
That I no longer have high cholesterol. My cholesterol levels are really low now. If I continue going the way I'm going, I probably won't need any more medication for diabetes. And so I'm waiting for that next appointment for her to tell me you're done with the, you know, with the medication. And I used to have horrible migraines since I was like 15.
Oh, really?
To where I can't leave the house, I can't drive, I can't do anything. And I don't get that anymore. You know, I'll get a migraine here and there, or maybe once a week, if that, compared to every other day or twice a day, to where I would have to leave work sometimes, and it was really bad. But now I feel a whole lot better, and you know, it's just staying fit, trying to get fit, to help all that stuff go away. So
So out of your new diet, what's your favorite food and what's your least favorite food?